Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Wrath and Glory. Just to give you guys a little bit of an introduction as to what this video is going to include, it's going to be a playthrough of our first session of Wrath and Glory, a brand new campaign we're running. This is not out of the books, this is written by our GM, our DM. You'll see him up above in the coming moments. Now, we're a fairly new group to this game, we're still getting our head around the rules, so we'll try and edit out some of the bits where we reference the books, but it should go pretty damn smoothly. Really exciting and looking forward to it. This is the pen and paper game by Ulysses Games, and it's set in the 40k Calligari sector. We'll give a little bit of a preview as to what the actual mission entails and what's actually the situation with our characters. But let's first jump in and get a little introduction with everyone.
So, firstly, we'll begin with Ernak.
Yeah, Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm playing a rogue trader that hails from a feudal world. The world's name is Attila. He didn't want to become a rogue trader at first, but when his father was murdered, he joined the rogue trader business and went to hunt the killer of his father, which, as being a sleek little guy, always escaped his wrath. So now he's joining this group to hopefully be able to catch up with the culprit and take care of business.
Fair enough. Next, Karthus.
I'm Brother Karthus at the moment. I am from the Salamander Space Marine chapter. Been a battle brother for 50 years. Was en route to assist in the defense of Cadia, but the galaxy got torn a new one, and I ended up in this sector. Crashed, and Ernak found my ship, the Vulcan's Fire. I was the only survivor, along with my mentor's Axe, veteran Sergeant Sean, and I've been assisting him in the hunt for his father's killer, because I currently have no way back home, because the galaxy's been torn a new one.
Wait, where is it? There we go. Nice. Next, Jarius.
I'm playing a scout marine named Charis. He is relatively new to the Stormwatcher chapter, which is the local chapter of the sector. And he was recruited after his homeworld was turned into a death world due to a major chaos invasion. After that, he was recruited to the Stormwatchers and served a while as a scout marine, but after a misguided attempt on killing a high-value target, and his whole squad died due to the target being a Psyker, and he was the only survivor. Even though he was got a psychic evaluation, he was deemed pure, but he is not so sure about that. And after a while, he got the request, or was recruited by Inquisitor due to him being of high willpower and being able to resist warp. And I was assigned as bodyguard of the acolyte of this Inquisitor.
Nice.
Okay. And Thaddeus.
And I am said Inquisitor, currently of the Interrogator rank. I was born blind and worked as an aide to an artifact smuggler. Turns out they were Xeno artifacts. He was executed before long by an Inquisitor who noticed one of the artifacts had sort of somewhat tainted me and started to restore my vision in a rather unnatural sense, and also given me some warp sensitivity. And rather than just executing me on the spot, this Inquisitor was a bit of a radical, so he took me on, exposed me to a bit more warp, so I'm a fairly corrupted character. But I have a few psychic tricks up my sleeve. And ever since, we've been pursuing the sort of audio malleus direction within the Calligari sector. There's a lot of demonic work to be done. As I say, I'm up to Interrogator now. I'm being left to my own devices quite often. Still keep close ties with the Inquisitor, but quite often I'm doing my own investigations now. And here I am.
Very well. Okay, so here's how here's how the whole adventure begins. You guys, currently Karthus, Ernak, and Jarius, you were given coordinates by Inquisitor Hector Oros, informing you of the last location of Thaddeus. You currently followed like a series of shafts, falling downward into the Underhive to reach a specific point, and there's no like it's a one-way trip, no way back up. And you're currently in some like, how would I call it, cave system?
Shithole.
Yeah, and you're currently like closing in on Thaddeus's position. Thaddeus, you are currently lie alone, and only like a skull of someone long past is keeping you company in the dank fetid cage, and like a haze of what had happened passes you over as you recollect yourself. Here's the map. So Karthus, Ernak, and Jarius, what you see before you over here is like this really, really weak part of the wall. What do you guys do?
I'm going to give a hand sign to the Carthus and point towards the wall and ask him, "Can you make us a door?"
Also, you know that the coordinates are here. I should forget to mention. Yeah,
our target is right behind that.
Yeah, you should be able to easily go through. And Thaddeus, you notice, like as you're recollecting yourself, that you are missing your weapon.
I will rustle around a little bit and just sort of find myself.
Well, that seems to be slightly fucked.
Hmm?
Okay, let's kick down this door.
I'm just going into cover over here.
Okay.
The door's here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Well, strength test to kick down the door.
Okay.
Pretty much, I plant my foot and sort of drive my foot forward as though I was kicking down a door.
Okay.
You know how you've seen it?
Mm-hmm. Difficulty number 3.
Right. I want to roll it.
Wow. Do you want to shift some dice over to the quality of the kick? Or some narrative declaration?
No, okay, so pretty much I'm walking towards it and sort of just as casual as I possibly can, being a space marine, just sort of just kick it. But sort of like casually as I can walking forward, just kick the wall down.
Okay, and it breaks and it crumbles, like leaving a wide cloud of dust emerging, and on the other side.
And plus one
So
glory.
you have your door now, Jarius.
Yeah, and plus 1 glory.
So I guess I'm going to be fairly startled by this, just sort of having come to my senses. I'm not going to have a clue who they are at this point, so I'll just exclaim, "Who goes there? What's going on? Where am I?"
You must be Inquisitor Thaddeus, correct?
Ah.
Oh, wait, interrogator, sorry.
I'll be trying to sort of dust some of the rubble that's sort of flying towards my face at this point. And who is that? Enrak? Is that you?
No, there is no Enrak here. It's just Brother Karthus, Jarius, and Ernak. We were sent here to rescue you. We have your coordinates.
I'm just going to rush over to him and see if he's hurt or something.
I'm going to have a little fondle of myself. Am I all in one piece?
Yeah,
Am
you're
I
all in
okay?
one piece. You just have a really weird headache.
This is strange. I was investigating a heretic in the area with the acolytes of Hector Oros. We were ambushed. I can't remember. I believe they're all dead.
Hey, let's get you out of here. Then you can remember somewhere better.
Okay, is he in a cage?
Yeah, he's in a cage.
Okay, I'm going to try to pry open the cage.
Okay, you don't need to roll a check. Automatic success. You just grab the flimsy iron bars and you just like iron
So-
creaking and almost breaking as if it was rusted from before.
The Sadius has eyes like covered eyes, right?
I actually my eyes are not covered at this point. As the picture you'll see one bionic eye and one that is grayed out and misty and that appears to be non-functional.
Okay, so step outside. We are probably in a compromised location. I would suggest haste.
Hmm. What's the plan from this point? Do you guys have any? Have you been given any intelligence on what's going on? Are there any? Is there any heresy in the nearby vicinity? Have they evacuated the area?
We were just sent here to these coordinates, saying we should assist someone.
Okay. Well, I believe escaping from this area is probably a wise decision. Perhaps we could make haste and get out of the Underhive.
Aye, that we could.
So
we don't know which way to go because the way we came in is closed up.
in that case, let's go forwards. Is anyone equipped with an Auspex of any means to map this area?
No, but I can scout.
Okay, well, I would suggest I'm going to hobble on behind the others just while I regain my balance and senses. Can I have a look around the room for my weapon? That would be a no. No, okay. I can't look around the room for my weapon.
You are muted.
Phoenix, we cannot hear
Ah, sorry about that. Muted because was water drinking. Never mind. But you can't see your weapon.
Okay. I'm going to say that I need my weapon. I need my hammer. Where is it? I look a little bit nervous.
Do you have a secondary weapon, or should I give you my power sword?
No. Only my hammer. Let's start sort of looking around the area then, seeing if we can find a alternative way out of here.
Yeah, I'm going to sneak into the hallway and just keep an eye out. Should I roll a sneak test?
Yes.
Where is it?
I remember when I was a scout. Cute.
Stealth. And I get +1 due to my chameleon cloak.
Okay. You're. That's 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. That's enough.
I get 1 glory.
I will opt out of this test to gain glory. Anyways, you're extremely sneaky. You're one with the walls. You're moving stealthily as you could, and the moment you step out, you can notice these corpses on the ground, blood everywhere, scattered like tattered on the walls, blood markings and whatnot.
I'm just going to gesture to Ernak to step back, and do I have a comm beat?
Yeah, everybody has a comm beat for this mission.
I'm just going to detail what I see in front of me.
And what do you see?
Sir, I see there's a long hallway, blood on the floor, and to my right a pile of corpses. What was the guy called who assisted Thaddeus in going down?
They're all dead at this point. Hector Oros is the Inquisitor who'd sent me along with his acolytes, but all of the acolytes are dead. They will be wearing inquisitorial robes and garments. So if they're wearing those garments, then that would be the acolytes.
You can't discern anything from that distance, though. I'll let you need to get closer.
Okay.
I'm going to start walking as well, because the thought of what happened to my previous compadres is currently compelling me to much emotion.
Thaddeus, make you can notice all of them are wearing All of them are wearing like inquisitorial regalia.
Yes, so they seem to be your former teammates, and I'm just going to move on, stepping back to the wall.
You can notice 4 corpses there, like having insignias and whatnot
I'm
of the
gonna rush
Imperium.
up. I'm gonna rush up and kneel next to them and just kneel down and put my hands on them for a moment and mutter a few words quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any equipment I can use?
No, it's all been taken away.
Damn. These heretics are smart. Okay.
So
Well,
another corpse file ahead, this time to our left. It seems to be much bigger than the previous one. Should I move on?
hold your point. We'll be there in a moment. I'll finish muttering a couple of quiet prayers for these fallen individuals. Are they mutilated? What was their fate?
You can notice by what you're looking at. They're pretty heavily torn up, beaten, bruises, cuts, and some really large gaping slashes.
Savages.
Indeed.
I will walk onwards.
While that's happening, I'm just going to peek around the corner.
And as we're walking along, I'm just going to turn to Ernak. What's the situation with your ship? Do we have it nearby?
It's outside, waiting for us to board it. Well,
Excellent.
above and beyond, but outside.
I could do with a warm recaf right now.
Yes, it would be.
And Jarius,
Best to get out.
hold up, everybody, hold up. Jarius, as you emerge, you can notice this man going through the doors,
So possible contact ahead.
and the door closes behind you. Just you can see a glimpse of a couple of people in the next room.
There seems to be a room full of possible hostile individuals ahead. Moving on, and I'm just going to, as quietly as I can.
Too close to the door. If there are hostiles, I would stay back close to us.
Can you get a little
I was-
closer to your mic there, Mr. Astartes?
You
Murky
should
buckets.
probably not get that close to the door. Stay close.
I'm a
If there are
scout. This is
hostiles,
my job.
stay.
Hold your
And-
position for now.
No.
Right corridor. Here's a right corridor to our, like a.
Okay.
There's a corridor to the right, you mean?
There's a corridor to the right.
What can we-
Race.
Tell of these dead bodies. Is there anything of significance here?
You can notice most of these bodies are like not, I was gonna say nude, but like naked, mostly having cuts and weird insignias inscribed into them, but nothing that you would recognize.
Okay. I'll turn to Carthus and say, avert your eyes, brother.
Very
Please.
well.
There is purging to be done here. So
Indeed.
as we approach, and this will be somewhat quietly, so the opponents have gone through a door, have they, and closed it behind them?
Yes.
Okay.
I just going to point towards the door and then point towards the blood trail that it's leading outside, like around the corner. This could be our possible exit due to the bodies being dragged through here.
Can we hear anything through this?
Make me an awareness check.
Okay.
Difficulty number 5.
Can I assist?
How?
That's why I asked.
5.
How do you want to assist?
I can be aware with him together.
I'd 5 in a complication.
Okay. So as you're trying to listen through, from that far away, like you can hear these sort of like constant clangs going back and forth, and you can hear some chainsword whirs from the distance. But as you like move closer over to hear what happens, before you overhear, you can see this extremely gruesome scene of corpses splattered everywhere, bound to the walls with chains, blood everywhere. And at this point, I would like you to make me a corruption check.
And which
So are you alright?
I don't know. I'm doing a corruption check. What do I roll here? Sorry, what is this against my conviction or?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now. I think it was your
Resolve.
conviction.
No, resolve is fear, right?
Resolve is fear. I think it was conviction. Let me just see. 1 second. Anybody else can assist with finding this?
I think conviction sounds good. They're all similar number anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's what conviction is. Right.
5.
Yes, that's enough.
Okay.
While the sight is too gruesome for you, you still believe, like, with a strong fate, in the Imperium, that such things cannot possibly corrupt, and so forth.
I'll share to the brothers that they may wish to avert their eyes of further bloodshed. It appears there's been further mutilations performed down here. Right. Now, it appears there is heresy afoot. At this point, I'll be whispering to the people nearby. I'm going to suggest that we allow our portable battering ram to enter this room. I will simply stay at the back, as at this point I'm unarmed. What was that, Carthus?
They've only kicked down one wall, and you call me portable battering ram?
Well, you are bloody big.
I'll do it.
Go on, after you guys.
Okay.
Do you guys avert your eyes as crossing over, or?
Yes. I'm just going to.
Oh, I've been told to open the door, so I'm gonna focus.
Okay,
on
yeah, I'm just
door.
checking. I'm just asking.
I'm just keeping my sniper trained on the door.
And as I'm approaching the door, in preparation, I've unhooked my axe and activated it.
Okay.
So it's now buzzing or humming.
Arnak, do you avert your gaze, or?
I can't see in there yet.
Yeah, but I'm asking, are you gonna avert your gaze, or are you gonna look?
I'll be looking to the left.
Okay.
Technically, I'm looking behind and covering our asses, but it's
very well.
Okay.
You can notice this big, large door is made out of old, like it's an old rotten wooden material. Nothing too impressive. You could kick it down very easily.
Can I prepare or just prep myself for a shot when the door gets kicked down, that I can shoot someone that I see?
Would you like to guys prepare an ambush?
Yes.
Okay, I'll have every one of you that's near the door. Ernak, you can move closer to them.
I'll beckon behind me for Ernak and tell him we'll likely need his gun.
Everybody who wishes may want to roll a test, which I currently forgot the name.
Me and Ernak passed.
Okay, hold up.
Okay.
So, as you're moving closer, what would we do about the complication for the stealth check?
Just me losing one reload. I'm just trying to fiddle with my gun and somehow jam it before I.
As you're trying. Okay, how about this? As you're trying to move closer, you lose your footing and you have +1 to the difficulty of the tests.
Okay.
The first round, though, not every round after that. Okay. Who's ever ready?
Okay, let's do this.
Roll strength check DN5.
That's strength. So that's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
and
Plus
a
one.
complication.
Okay, so here's what happens. As you're like trying to prepare to kick the door, you actually manage to hold on. Where is it? You actually manage to shove open the door and crack up a lot of noise and creaking from the door, blowing your cover, and everybody having guns pointed and swords towards you. Let's begin.
Well, to be
Oh.
fair, I was kicking it down, so it's not like stealth was an option for me.
You blew it.
Well, fuck.
Let's see. Initiative over here.
I'm just going to glance over to Carthus and give him a somewhat disappointing look.
Hey,
Let's see.
don't look at me like that, you scout.
That's one group. That's group number 2. Group number 3. 4. 5. Who goes first?
Well,
I will.
maybe the very first guy in line, yeah.
Okay. Ernak. Anyways, before we started, let me explain. So as Carthus attempts to open the door, he break down the door. He accidentally bumps into it, opens it full wide, and you can see all of these men in weird regalia, wearing simple wearing simple robes, having equipped with auto pistols and knives, and wearing these weird face masks that cover their entire face, and it seems as if the mask is a hand covering the face in this way. And that's all you can see. You can notice this guy is carrying a big ass chainsword, and way over there in the behind you can see one man and both of these are the same. You can notice one of them having an auto pistol and a chainsword, and the other one is wielding a really large hammer. What
Is
do you
that
do,
my
Ernak?
hammer?
You don't know.
I'm gonna shoot at Chainsword.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that's 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 12 successes. Or
Yeah.
you
Okay.
want me to count them separately, the icons and the exalted icons? No, right?
Count me the icons.
It's 12.
One.
Just the icons.
Just
Oh.
icons.
4.
Just 4 icons. Okay.
And
So that's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8.
That's 11.
You can shift all of them into bonus damage.
and it's a critical.
4.
Yes, and it's a critical hit.
We roll something for the crit hit, or I roll damage?
Yeah, roll damage first, and then we determine the effects of the critical.
Okay, so I have 4 from here. I have 2 from my weapon. That's 6d6. That's 1, 2, 3, and
Total damage.
oh, I should add 1. So that's 16 plus 2, 3, 4. That's 20 damage with 4 AP. Ah, wait, no, it's just 19 damage because the guy is too far ahead.
Okay, so 19 damage, 4 AP. Okay. Here's what happens. So you aim your fusion gun towards him, and roll 2d6 for the crit chart. 32. Okay. So You pierce a large hole from the heat through his chest that leaves him like shocked, and he remains like in like this midair, and he just falls down to the ground, dying on the spot.
Was that the guy with the hammer?
That was the guy with the chainsword.
Gotcha.
I would like to next go first with the squad that is closest to you. And they all move and gang up towards Karthus. Firstly, they will all attack with their auto pistols. That's a total of default 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. Is that enough to hit you?
That's enough to go through because my defense is 4.
Okay, your defense is 4. Okay.
And one complication.
Okay, so for the one complication, as they're like charging, guns blazing everywhere, one of them actually manages to hit the other in the head, putting him out of his misery on the spot. And that's 7.
What, 7 damage?
7 damage total.
Alright, my total resilience AV is 11.
Okay. And as the part of the same action, they will attack with their knives.
Oh, goody, this is where the fun begins.
They'll attack you as a mob. So that's 1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4.
They don't crit.
6.
Yeah, they don't crit. Is that enough to hit you?
Yes, his defense is 4.
Yeah, that matches my defense.
A total of 7 damage. And they're like smashing,
11.
shooting, trying to get you like.
Guys, please stop. This is useless. Please stop.
What do you do in response to that?
Counter strike. So I'm just gonna. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
That's a total of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
plus crit and glory.
Yeah, okay, so it's a crit and a glory, but considering their troops, nothing too memorable will happen to them. You can shift all your damage die.
We have 4 glory, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All my damage done. And because of my robot arm, let's roll. That would be a total of 5 damage, 5 extra dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra damage on top of the 15 base damage.
Okay,
So 20 damage.
Here's what happens. Do you want to roleplay this yourself, or?
Oh, okay. So as I'm going, guys, please stop. Please stop. You'll need to stop this. Please stop. No, they're all dead. Let's just continue walking through the door. Please. Can we get this on with it? Stop. I told them, I warned them. But no,
Who's next?
they never listened.
I'm going next.
Okay.
I'm just walking by him and saying, "Good job, brother." Then taking aim and shooting at the one holding the hammer.
Okay.
No, I cannot take aim, but yeah.
Since you moved.
That's 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes.
10 successes. You can shift all 3 of them into extra damage.
That's then to mastercrafted. Okay. How many can I shift?
All 3 of them.
So in total, 15 damage.
15 damage in total. Okay. I will spend a ruin point and try to soak. So that's 1, 2, 4, 5 shock. Oh wow. Okay. Oh. Do you want to do this, Solid?
As I move forward, I just say good job, brother, and then turn around the corner, see the hammer guy, and just shoot out of the hip. Like, not taking aim, just shooting out of the hip.
Okay. You manage to slay him right on the spot. Bullet going right through his head. Guts like a massive explosion of guts behind his head, splattering blood everywhere on the walls as he falls down and drops the hammer. I will go next with the second group. Considering what they saw, they're just going to run. That's.
Are they running through a door or anything?
You can't see anything.
I like to spend a wrath, or you can only spend wrath buttons on your turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They managed to reach up to here running. You can notice, like everybody else, you can notice that they're afraid of you. And at this point, I want everybody to make an awareness check. Difficulty number 5 for Thaddeus, difficulty number 3. This test gains no glory.
Five for me.
Ah, sorry. Accidentally.
5 for me as well.
Okay. So as they are running away, as you're noticing them pass away, you can notice here, and here. You can notice the top of the walls are like laced with bomb devices strapped onto the walls. Who goes next?
No.
Only Thaddeus can go next.
Carthus and Thaddeus.
Yeah, Carthus only did a counterattack. When you say bombs are laced to the walls, are they? Is there tripwires attached, or is this just a device on the wall?
Device on the wall.
Okay. And is it on the north wall or south wall?
So you can notice them here, and
Yep.
some being here, limiting your vision to.
Okay. Am I able to hear in what direction the cultists have gone? Because they're not within my field of view.
Yes,
So if they
they've
moved off-
gone that away.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to try and give them a command to stand still from
On
where
who?
I am. On the mob.
Which one?
I
And you can notice, like, as they're running away.
Oh, bollocks. I forgot it's a range of 5 meters, so I feel a bit cheap doing that.
Ah.
Yeah. So I can reach out, and I just failed to find anyone.
Yeah. You reach out and fail to find anything that you can command. This group starts running away as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as a part of a free action, I'm going to join these 2 mobs.
You're right.
Carthus?
Okay, well, they are on the way us forward, so I'm gonna move 7, well, walk 7, which is, let's see, let me measure here. 7 to about this square here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that square. just walk
Mm-hmm.
and take out my. I can't actually see these guys. They're behind a rock, aren't they?
They have some minor cover, which grants them only +1 to their defense.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take out my bolt pistol and attempt to shoot them.
Okay.
All right. Just as a sort of see if I can hit anyone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And what was Angel of Death? Because that's applicable in this situation.
+1 plus rank to rank.
Angel of Death adds half rank icons to any successful attack against a mob.
Okay, so +1 extra. You managed to chip off 1. How many successes in total?
1 from 4, 2 from 6, so that's 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay, so you managed to chip off 1, 2, 3 of
It would
them.
be 8 in total with the Angel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you unload your bolt pistol, like those tiny heads popping from behind the cover just explode as the bolt rounds just enter their heads and blood splatter everywhere.
Yep.
New round. Who goes
Okay.
first?
I want to go first. I'm standing right to the besides some bombs, right?
They're on the wall, like 5 meters above you.
Oh, okay.
On the ceiling, 5 meters above you. Sorry.
Okay, then I'm going to running is double my
Double your speed, but you can't do anything. I think.
okay.
Let me just check it quickly.
Unless you do a multi-action, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to multi-action. Run down here
Mm-hmm.
while I'm running, pulling out my bolt pistol and shooting at the mob.
Okay. The mob has +1
3
from cover and +2.
from my multi-action.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8 successes,
8 successes.
and it's a bolt like yeah.
Okay. You shoot them with your sniper rifle, right?
No, with my bolt pistol.
With your bolt pistol. So as you're charging forward, as you're running towards them, you just unleash 2 shots, splattering blood, splattering blood everywhere with a successful hit. Next.
Can we seize initiative here? Spend a glory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ernak, do you want to go have a shot?
I can do that, yes. So I'm gonna run and shoot because my gun is an assault type weapon. So that's 12 range. I need 12, 9, 12. Okay. So I go like this. I believe that was 12. And I'm gonna shoot at them. If I can actually see them. Can I see them? I can see this one.
Yeah.
Okay. What range is it? 15. Okay, that's just normal. That's 1, 2.
2.
That's 2.
That doesn't actually manage to score a hit. You actually fire your fusion gun, hitting the rock, charring like a large area from the rock. Next. As these guys like start running, you can hear the opening and the closing of a door, and suddenly the charges detonate. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. The charges detonate. Let me switch music. Encounter over.
Okay.
Is the
See
way
it.
blocked between us?
Yes, you can notice like a now large rubble. And Ernak and Jarius, I want you to make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
To not get hit.
To not get hit.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Difficulty number 5.
I only have 4 successes.
1, 2. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, so Jarius, you actually managed to dodge roll in time, while Ernak, you suffer 1 mortal wound. As the rocks are collapsing, that one actually manages to bonk you hard enough.
I'll shout to the others at this point. Quick, can you clear the rubble and get me out?
I'm just moving around
Very
the
well.
rock. So yes, sir, and I'm going to assist Carthus.
And how many got away?
1, so
Curses.
Don't worry, I killed at least 7.
Now, did I recognize the hand on the face as being affiliated with the cult of infinite gaze?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll explain to the others at this point. They were cult members of the infinite
Through the rock?
gaze. Through the rock. I'm presuming they can hear me.
come
Faintly.
Okay. We'll
Yeah,
just focus
yeah.
on getting me out
Okay.
then. Yeah. Well, we can microbead through a few rocks. So while they're heaving and chucking rocks, I'll just explain that those were members of the cult of infinite gaze, associated with the treacherous psyker Galaros Cheslix, who I was sent here to hunt by Inquisitor Hector Oros. We need to find them and find where they've gone. Let's get me through here and we can see if they've left behind any evidence or any clues as to where they may be going next.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me just check one thing real quick. Okay.
I think assists work that way that you can only shift exalted icons.
Yeah.
Yeah. You both roll.
Yeah.
I can shift.
But I assume Karthus was doing it was gonna be the main doer, and Jarius is the assisting. So Jarius, you grant Karthus 2 extra dice for him to roll.
Which makes the difficulty. Oh wait, no, 2 extra dice.
Just roll 2 extra.
Rocks everywhere.
1 success more.
How many total successes?
6.
6. Okay. So you guys manage to. It takes a little bit extra time, but after about 10 minutes, you actually manage to clear the rubble.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I was clear of the bomb. I'll
Very
start walking through slowly and saying, has anyone seen Mazikeen?
Who's massacring? So,
Who's Mazuki?
Not a who but what, my hammer.
I shot someone with a hammer. He's behind here, and I'm just going to walk around a stone.
I'll follow. Now, for anyone that's watching this in the future, you'll notice my vision is spherical. This is because my sight is based on proximity. I don't see via conventional means, so I do not have the benefit of and luxury of such a range. So, hammer.
Thaddeus, as you're nearing towards the body of the one wielding the hammer, you can notice it's a little bit stuck in between the rocks.
Oh,
It's kind of really wedged in there.
All right,
Do
then.
you need assistance?
It's just the tip.
I'll pull it out.
Okay. Difficulty number 5.
I'm going to need some help.
I'm going
First, the
to.
assistant characters roll, then.
Okay, then let me roll first.
So you guys can start to like pull some rocks to the side.
I give you 1 extra die.
Yeah, and then roll your strength check, Thaddeus.
I'm going to need more help than this.
Too late.
Right. Maybe not.
Okay.
7.
So, as Jarius is clearing the rubble, helping you out, a large, powerful blast emerges from your hammer. As you're channeling your strength, pulling towards you, like a large blast emerges, clearing the rubble, and you feel this is your sweet hammer.
Welcome back, Mazakeen.
Oh god, your hammer pulled you off.
So, right now, is there anything in this room that would resemble anything useful in terms of information? Are there any? I doubt they're leaving a paperwork trail behind them, but is there anything of use to us within this room? Any information?
Make an awareness check.
So the only thing I saw is bodies.
Difficulty number 11.
Oh. Can we all make an awareness check then as we search the room?
Yeah.
And combine it into one clumped test.
Okay, so who's assisting and who will be the main doer of the test?
I would suggest that we let the scout be the primary person and we all attempt to assist.
Yep.
Okay.
I've already not been able to give anything to move through, so... Fucking hell. Good job, Carthus.
So 4 extra?
Yeah, 5 extra.
5 extra. So 1, 2...
It's just 8.
No.
Yeah. So also nothing of interest in here.
Hold
besides
up.
bodies.
So, as you're searching the room, like the corpses of the cultists that you just laid, 1 second. Okay. So as you're searching the bodies of the cultists, anything that you can find with, we actually managed to find a note which says it's titled to a Benjamin, and it's signed by Galros, and the note says, "Preparations are underway for our final summon. I will have Verax assisting me with the summon. And if all is well, the Underhive should be ours."
I'm just... I presume I find the note.
Yeah, you find the note.
Yeah, sir, this could be of interest, and I presume till now we then move up as a group, like stand together.
I'll stand and read it for a moment, and obviously I'm familiar with Galros, but he's mentioned having the assistance of Vorax. Is that a name that's familiar to me?
Also, how can you read?
So as a point of clarification here, my character actually, his bionic eye is actually just for show. He only sees via unnatural means. Most people aren't aware of this, and presume his bionic eye is doing the work. It's actually just a piece of metal fitted to his face, so people don't suspect him of being too corrupted. So I'm going to tell them that my eye seems to be malfunctioning and pass the slip of paper to... Let's say back to Yaris and ask him to clarify the information for me. His eyesight is superior to mine.
I'm going to read the paper to him, but not over the comm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to beckon the rest of the group to stand together.
Okay. And now hearing the name, obviously Benjamin has been written to by Galrox, who is basically the heretical psyker who's been summoning a lot of bad things in the area, and he's getting the assistance of Vorax. Now, is this a name that's familiar to me with this investigation, or is this a new name?
Let me open up a character sheets for the fitting. What test would be fitting?
Scholar.
Yeah, scholar.
Is it related to demons or the warp? Just because it gives me a bonus. Probably
Yes.
not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
That's enough. 7 was the difficulty I set in my head. Anyways, so you try to recollect your thoughts as to who Vurax might be, and let me spell out the name for you. Vurax, you've noticed, like, you've had a couple of previous run-ins with Galros, but not that personal, and you've seen this large amalgamation of a creature that's following him at all times.
Okay.
Keyword demonic.
Right. Okay.
And you know from rumors that it's extremely powerful, and it could fell a man in one hit.
Okay. So I'm going to get the others together at this point and sort of give them a little bit of a debrief that our current objectives are to find Galrox Cheslix. We know he's going to be getting the assistance of this Vurax character who is known to have an unholy bodyguard, and I'll instruct them that they may not be familiar with such entities as of yet, but their faith in the Emperor will keep them safe, but they must remember they must hold on to their faith. Now, I would suggest we try and ascertain any known locations of either of these individuals, presumably the Vurax, because Galrox has been escaping us for some time now. So, are we able to get a Vox channel through here to my Inquisitor, Galrox, Hector?
Make a tech use attempt.
I'm going to ask the scout if he can set me up a Vox channel, if he can patch me through.
Hit me up, fam.
Okay, I'm just going to reach out my hand. Very well, Inquisitor.
And tech use.
1, 2, 3.
It's not enough.
5.
That's not enough.
Is it worthy of a glory?
No.
Oh.
Actually, yes, it's worthy of a glory, but you failed the test.
Okay.
As you're trying to patch through, but it seems that something is disrupting your connection.
Sorry, sir, not able to. Apparently, being underground in a high city is too much interference for this Voxcaster. I suggest we first get out of here, seeing that they have charges placed on the ceiling.
I agree.
This cave could be very compromised.
I agree.
And as you're sitting there, as you're discussing, 1 second. The whole place currently starts to shake with an extremely powerful rattle. As you're standing and as you're discussing there, like this is an extremely powerful shake, and you can notice that behind you, like the walls are starting to crumble.
I'm going
we better get out of here quickly.
Let's go. Now, is this I'm going to just follow the others at this point because I can only see 10 feet. So, 10 meters.
Can I pick him up?
Okay, I set a timer for 5 minutes.
Right.
Just so you know.
Lead the way.
Okay, I'm just going to like run. There's a door here, Brother Casas. Can you open it for us?
Yep.
Ernak, come on. We need to get out of here.
Did you check if the door was open?
The door is closed, but you can just like open it. No.
Open it then.
We're trying to get out of a crumbling thing. I'm probably not going to be bothered.
Just run through it. Run through it. Roll dice.
Just run
Let's
through
go.
Yeah, I did.
Hold
Pretty good. But combination, you fall into the door.
1 moment. Dynamic lighting. There we go. As you blast through the door. Oh, sorry. That should be here. You saw nothing. Mind scrubbing you right now.
Wait, what?
So you blast through the door, ram it, and you can see this. You can see a corridor to the left and the corridor to the right, and what door in front of you?
Let's go straight.
We'll go
Straight which way?
Yeah,
And
and
This is a
through the
T
door.
junction.
Through the door in front of us.
Yep, we're
And,
through the door.
there's another door in front of you, though.
Okay,
I
right.
just
I
want-
can't see the door, so lead the way. Lead the way. Go, go, go.
Okay, we go through the door.
One moment.
Yeah, it just looks like a wall to me. Man, my sight's
Ooh.
bad.
So, as you bust through the door, you can see this really large amalgamation standing in front of you, and it seems as he's
Well-
working something with a corpse.
I'm
And as you open the door, quickly turns and yells, "Thaddeus! Come to me! The final sacrifice awaits!"
There's only one who's about to be sacrificed here, scum. I'm gonna just...
Yeah, hold it there. I should have actually left you in the initiative order. Oops. At turn. And at turn. I would like to seize the initiative.
I wanted to seize the initiative. Fuck.
Well, too
As he
bad.
charges towards you, and you can see him hold you can see this really large. Well, you can't see it. You can notice it in your special waves. You can see this creature is like stitched everywhere, stitches everywhere in a really weird way, and this will constitute everyone to make a fear check on their turn. Anyways, where was it? There we go. You can see that he's wielding this sort of spine, and it counts as like a really large bludgeoning cranium, and he smacks you with it, charging at you. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. How many can I shift?
I have a defense of 4,
So all of them.
probably.
What did the penetrating thing mean?
You get penetration, whatever the penetration is in brackets. When you shift dice, you get it.
Extra AP.
Okay. Okay, so here's the total damage.
3 pen.
You don't get
Oh,
one. You don't get one per shift. You only get, like, if it's pen 1, you just get 1 pen.
Yeah, 1 pen. So that's 2, 1, 3 extra damage. So it's 11 damage. No,
Mhm.
pardon, 12 damage, 1 pen.
Okay, 2 makes it through. So I'm going to soak that with my soaking dice. I think that's 7. I'll soak them. So I'll take 3 shock.
Okay, 3 shock. Who goes next?
I'd like to go now, seeing as
Okay.
I've just been smacked by this.
Make a fear check, 5.
And we're doing this based on resolve.
Resolve.
Yep.
Conviction is for corruption, resolve is for fear.
Yep. 5.
5, okay. What do you do?
And a complication. So I stand my ground, but I pee just a little bit.
Actually, with failing the fear check, you kind of succumb to the thoughts of the demonic creature in front of you.
But I passed it. It's a 5.
It's just a complication.
It's a
Okay, you
complication.
pass it.
Yeah.
You pass it, but you get 1 corruption.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Well, I'll live with that. Chaos spawn, here I come. Right, now to attack the fucker. So I'm going to be doing an all-out attack on him. So that will be a 9, 10, 11, 14 dice. Beep. That was not 14 dice.
That was 6.
That was
Hashtag.
6. My macro is broken. You
Just roll.
No, You rolled 14, but you didn't roll with slash. You rolled with hashtag. So.
Yeah.
Hashtag roll 14.
Why is it? My macro looks fine though. I don't know.
Okay, should I roll for you? So
No, no,
Just slash roll 14d6.
Yeah, just yeah, you're actually going to have to roll for me. No, wait, I can do it. Okay, there we go. My bad. My macro seems to not be working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You can
6,
shift all of
7,
them.
8, 9, 10, 11. He does get +2 to defense.
Okay, that changes things. So how much is the total?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You can still you can shift only 2.
Okay, so that'll be 4. And that will be an extra 2. That will be 17 damage with 2 AP. And
17
he
damage,
is-
2 AP.
Yeah.
it's 1
Um,
bonus damage.
1 moment.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 1 bonus, 16 damage, 2 AP.
16 damage, 2 AP. Okay. I will spend a point of ruin and shock. And soak. So that's 2 soaked, 3 shock.
3 soaked.
Oh yeah. So that's 1 extra shock. -1. So that's 3 soaked. 3 managed to pass through.
And he gets set on fire. So as I strike the hammer into the side of his shoulder, you see this like blue flame just start to engulf slowly around his body.
Mm-hmm.
And it just starts sort of slowly spreading over him.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a satisfying crunch.
Karthus or whoever else wants to go ahead.
Well, he just went, so it's not your turn?
Nope.
Nope.
It's just 1 monster.
Well, I'm gonna. Can I charge at this range?
Yeah.
There's no
Since
restrictions.
charge rules were worked. You could just
Alright.
even move 1 square and just.
I just go to swing my axe at his body, or and my resolve. So, yep. So
Firstly, do a fear check. Don't forget. Okay, you have plus 1 difficulty to all checks.
oh, okay.
Wait, pardon, to act normally. 1 moment. Go ahead with your turn. Let me just really look this up really quick.
Okay.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
how many total?
7 to attack, but yeah,
Mhm.
7.
So 7 total successes?
Yeah.
Okay. You hit, no shifts.
Okay. So then that would just be 1 extra damage dice.
Yeah.
Wait.
The default extra damage. The default extra damage dice from your weapon.
So I don't have any extra damage dice. It's the plus
always
ED is to the attack.
Yeah, it always has like
It
plus
always has
ED.
1. Every weapon does.
Just roll 1
like
extra
our-
damage dice. Total damage?
Total damage, if 16, because I'm attacking with my augmetic arm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 16.
No penetration?
Oh, AP minus 2.
AP -2. Okay, I will try to soak. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soaked. So that's 6 shock, 1 wound. Who's next?
I'll go next then.
Ernak.
Oh,
Go for broke.
I need fear first, so that's
Yeah.
3d6. By the way, is the side slow for anyone else or just me?
Is the what low?
I roll 20. That's one success.
You have +1. Pardon, I spaced out. What's low?
My roll 20 is laggy.
Just refresh the page really quickly.
Yes,
Fine for me.
that's why I asked.
So that was one success on the fear check.
Yeah, so you have +1 difficulty to all checks while you are attacking your source of fear.
Okay, I'm just gonna aim at his big head and shoot away. That's 13. "13 successes.
13 successes. Okay. You can shift all of them.
3 bonus dice. Okay. I have 2 from that. That's 5.
I also just sort of noticed that I should be attacking with 2 less dice on my power axe. So I thought ED was the extra dice to attack, so
Doesn't matter.
I'll remember for future.
How much damage total?
So meta is like brutal, right? Just so we are clear.
Yeah, that was only when you're in short range, so you're short
This is
range.
pretty short.
Yeah.
I hope it's not gonna get shorter. So
Well, he has
4 damage
2 people
extra.
standing in his way.
Mhm.
That's
4 damage.
20 damage for penetration.
20 damage for penetration. Okay. 20 damage for penetration. Okay. I will spend a rune point to soak.
How many of these things have you?
Just enough. He's currently exhausted. So that's 1, 2. Oh, wait, one moment. 1, 3. Yeah. 1, 2. I spaced out. 1, 2, 3.
5.
Yeah, 5 soaked. That means he is exhausted. 5 soaked. But sadly, the other 5 actually managed to burn him through. Like, so as you fire your fusion gun, you're just like melting him away, head to toe, burning him, and he's screeching, like letting out this whole painful, agonizing screech towards you as he falls down and is turned to dust. Anyways,
Right. Onward.
so as you guys proceed, you can notice that this here on the table, it seems as if some ritual is going underway, and you can notice like warp energies, and this is specifically towards you, Thaddeus. You can notice like warp energies manifesting back and forth.
There is heresy afoot. Are we out of combat round? Yeah.
Yes, you're out of combat round, but the place is still shaking, and you're losing time as we speak.
Okay. I'm going to quickly run up to it, and I'm just going to straight up. That's presumably a sacrificial victim in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they already dead?
Yes, they're already dead, but
Doesn't matter
looks
anyway.
like
I'm hammering it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to just take my hammer and swing it up. I'll just say to the others as I'm approaching, "There is heresy afoot!" Ah!
And you smash.
I'm just standing beside Carthus and say, "What by the Emperor? What was that?"
Okay, so like the as you smash the body, like leaving burn mark, the place you hit it, the table breaks down, but it still seems as the body is still twitching, and it slowly starts levitating. What do you guys do?
I'm just going to snipe the body.
I'm going to shoot it with my bolt pistol.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched them shoot.
anyways, so this is something unusual. Anybody with the psychic keyword can do a psychic mastery check to notice what's happening, and somebody with the Inquisition keyword can do an investigation check.
Can I do both of those?
Only one.
So I can do investigation.
You don't have the Inquisition keyword, do you?
I do.
Ah, well done. Well, you investigate. I will use my Snoopy powers.
Okay.
No successes.
I have some.
How many? The difficulty is number 5.
9.
Okay, so
Tell
you
me
can shift.
everything.
So you can shift two of those.
Yeah, I'll shift it to no more. Spill the beans. What's going on?
Okay, so you know that this is a pardon. So there's the ritual is going in place, but you know that this is a ritual to bind a demon. And considering the circumstances of what's going on, there is nobody to keep to bind the demon in place, but something unbound might come towards your way, and you would need to do a willpower check to stop the ritual.
As like the cave rumbles, sir, we don't have the time. We have to get out of here.
Well, demons are what I was born and bred to put an end to. So I'll quickly
let it be better with the rubble.
I mean, the incantation to prevent this is presumably saying a few words.
Yeah, and everybody can assist you by performing other things like everybody else can perform 1 second.
Well, the timer was 5 minutes, and we've killed that, which would have been. I mean, this is
counter time. Have in mind that the counter time round lasts 10 seconds, so it was only 1 round or 2 rounds. Yeah. I can't recall.
Yeah, so I like
you got time.
We're going to do this because I'm not having a demon walking around the city and having to exterminate another goddamn planet today. So
anyways, let me just bring back with what you need to do to assist. Basically it's all, so everybody else can assist with doing scholar rolls to add to his willpower, and this is to just sort of prepare the ritual for him to
make Aquilas and say holy things, basically.
I'm just chanting chanting the Imperial Creed.
So I just shout to the others briefly and say, stand around me. If you don't know what to say in these situations, start declaring your creed and love for the Emperor, and do not think of anything else.
Okay, firstly, everybody else make scholastic checks. You get bonuses. The test is easier if you have a keyword considering Inquisition or Demon or anything.
I only get 1 success and a complication.
I get 4, and I also have the Inquisition keyword.
I have the Inquisition keyword as well.
It's only the 6s I need.
Okay, so
I think.
Carthus, you successfully give 1 towards Thaddeus and 1 towards Ernak. So 1 from Ernak, 1 from Carthus.
Yep.
Jarius, you make a complication. Hold on.
I just slip in the words.
Yeah, you say penis. Fuck's sake.
He forgets the words.
Penis.
Forgets the words and his brother slaps him.
Just give me a second. Roll a d6, Jarius.
Okay.
Okay. So the slip of the tongue makes the check difficult by 1 higher.
Okay.
So now the check to actually succeed is 8.
Right.
Sorry.
So now this is a willpower test, right?
Yes, a willpower
so
test.
It's just willpower.
Yes, it's what's related to willpower?
Psychic mastery.
Do a psychic mastery.
That makes me feel a bit better. So I'll do it I might add a couple of glory in, but I think add 1d to a test after any rerolls. So you have to use Wrath first if you want to use Wrath.
Yep.
I just want to verbalize this so I do this correctly, but I'll probably use a Wrath if I fail. And then I use glory after that to add extra dice, don't I?
Okay.
Yep. So
Sounds fair.
Do this first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's not that great, but I can re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I can't re-roll the ones. I don't.
No. Re-roll failures on a test.
Yeah,
okay.
so just re-roll
1, 2,
everything
3,
that
4,
failed.
5, 6 re-rolls. Fucking hell. 1, 2. So we're still way short of. Or are we? Sorry, I can't scroll up on the screen. How short are we?
You had 5, now we have 7.
Okay, and the difficulty's 8?
8, yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I use the 3 glory for this? This is of the utmost importance to the Inquisition.
4. Yeah.
Yeah. How much glory do you use?
3. So there you go.
3.
We're up to 9.
9. Okay. So here's what happened.
So how much glory do you use?
3.
3.
So we have 1 left.
1 glory left. Okay, so here's what happens. So, the power from is extremely extremely strong, forming closer and closer every minute. And as you're channeling your willpower to do the test, you can hear words and screams coming closer and closer. And at the final peak moment, you actually manage to shut off the gate. And by gate, I mean a demon possessing the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna pant.
A demon possessing, and the body just plops and drops down on the ground.
Fucking heretics! Right, how do we get out of here?
This way, sir, and I'm just going to move towards the presumably exit down the hall.
Well,
Break.
Done. Let's go.
Yeah, if you wish.
Break. Yeah, pause this recording. Fine. Like, I can fight it once and then I just lose it.
What is the white thing in the middle, by the way?
Oh, I forgot to add a thing over it. It's like a section of the wall. Anyways, back to the action. So, as you manage to disrupt the threat, the body doesn't twitch anymore, nothing happens. But you can notice that the place you're at, it's still crumbling and cracking everywhere.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Quick, Yaris, lead the way.
Okay, I'm just going to move on.
You can see down there's a passage.
Carthos, go in front of me. You are,
Okay, let's go.
You are my...
So as you guys are dashing through the heretics...
Carthos, wait. These are your normal humans, to remember.
Yeah, so as you're dashing through, you can start noticing that the passages behind you are starting to collapse. Like, immediately falling down one by one. Passages collapsing.
Move faster, brothers.
And I want everybody to make an athletics check. Things are going faster and faster.
Why are my roads so fucking shit right now?
I fiddled with the RNG, God.
I got a 3.
I got 1.
Oh, Enrak.
I got 1 with 9 dice.
Anybody might want to re-roll?
I want to re-roll.
Yeah, I'll re-roll.
Carthus, you're fine.
I got 9, but a complication.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
I've got 6 in total now.
I got 4.
Okay, so as everybody...
5 in total.
As everybody's as everybody's running away from the box, from the passages collapsing, Carthus, at one point, you fall over and debris falls over your leg, giving you not that much.
Ugh.
But 2 mortal wounds. Collapsing on your leg. damaging your armor a little.
I just
And
move up beside him.
you immediately stand up and start pushing through forward. And as you're running away, as you're sprinting towards the exit, you can find like it emerges out from this sort of like a series of caves going upwards and upwards. And as you finally reach the exit, rocks stop falling, and you're finally out, smelling the air around you. And the air around you smells of death, gunshots, screaming, and maniacal laughter. It's the outskirts of the Underhive, and as you reach out, you can hear Thaddeus, your vox buzzing.
I have it presumably. I'm just giving it.
Everybody has a vox microbait thingy.
Oh,
and this is one specifically to Thaddeus, and you can notice from your voice it's your Inquisitor, Hector Orus, and with a very calm though disappointing voice, you hear him say, "Thaddeus, I have grave news. Inquisitor Mistrelli, who is handling the information about the investigation which I was relaying to you, has given us both false information and leads. I am afraid from this point onward, you're on your own. May the Emperor guide you." And as soon as he says, "May the Emperor guide you," you can hear him like do a very, very powerful, intimidating scream saying, "Come at me, heretics!" And you start hearing gunshots and yelling from the other side of the Vox. And after a while, it turns to static.
I'll be going, "Inquisitor! Inquisitor! Inquisitor!"
From all of this, you only have the coordinates from where the Vox came through, and it's located in the middle of the hive.
I'll relay to the others. We have to go and help Hector Oros. He's of the utmost importance to the Inquisition. And if he is currently engaged in combat, we should be assisting him.
Well, sir. Let's...
Very well.
And at this point, I would like to end the session here, leaving it off at a large cliffhanger. What happens to Oros?
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. What happens to the influence check that will come before the session? Dun dun dun.
Jojo.
Find out next week.
So do you want to do a little like post-session chat as such?
Yep.
Thoughts, feelings, etc.
The dog here tides, eh? This is
Ignore the name. I just wrote that in because I found it funny.
So rule-wise, it felt pretty smooth. I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of getting used to which checks to do when, and that's just something that comes with time. But that was, I feel like it's because there's a lot less calculations than our previous Dark Heresy. It is easier. It's just like, I have to do a scholar test. I have this many dice. That's what I do. And by the time you know your character, you'll know when you do, like every time I do a Psychic Mastery, I just know it's 11 dice. So that's something that I just feel will get very, very fluid with time. But I like the rules as such. I think the mob thing's fun. I mean, what do you guys think?
It was fun, yes.
I mean, I claved through 4 of them with a single axe swing, so...
Nice.
Pretty badass.
Nice.
I guess I'm looking forward to some conversations as well, and investigations, interrogations, so sort of like we can bring Chapman's conversational
skill
aspect into things a little bit more. Because, I mean, this session's very much me knowing what's going on, transmitting a bit of information through.
I mean, Chatman's character is pretty good at combat, let's be honest.
Apparently so, yeah. Yeah, that fusion gun was doing work. It's a little bit heretical, but, you know. I am a radical, so I forgive.
Tiny little bit.
Just a little bit, but I'm not really one to talk, so... Yeah.
Yeah, the session was fine overall.
That's good.
The action was moving forward at all times. There were no hang-ups in the action, so everybody was rolling dice at all times, discussing through what to do, and, you know, where it's going, how it's going to happen, and whatnot.
I think the only point in combat where I'm looking forward to is having more of those verbal descriptions coming in, because when they're coming in, it does make it more exciting. And when we have, like, let's say 2 characters in a row go through all the dice rolling procedures without any verbals, it does like sort of doesn't drag, but it's a bit easier to press your snooze button a little bit and sort of drift off.
Because there were descriptions though.
Yeah. Yeah. But not for every single one. And
every single one.
No. And I'm not saying from you either, from us players too. And it's a difficult habit to get into the habit of. But I think that's going to make things a lot more, make the combat a lot more interesting for us as we go. But that's something we can do. Good stuff.